choose to work for the same purpose or for same objective, or they have the same goal to achieve that goal and supporting each other. If you look into this picture, that they all of them have their own portion, and together they are connecting each other, supporting each other to complete and combine their individual strengths to complete this one piece and enhance their performance. So this is what actually teamwork. So why teamwork is important? What do you guys think? Can you even tell me? I'd love to hear what you think about why teamwork is important. Anyone?
Because teamwork makes everything much more easier than doing it individually.
Okay, great. Anyone else?
No one can
enables you to do tasks faster and more efficiently.
Effective work.
Okay. Yes. So team is efficient work, team is self-monitored, team innovate faster, teammates learn from each other. Teamwork can create healthy competition. Teamwork promotes strong relationship. Team triggers creativity. Let me share a story with you. While I was working as an intern at Amal Foundation, my very first task was a project for underprivileged children and community. We have a festival, the Muslims have this Eid festival, and we have the month of Ramadan where we are fasting for a whole month. So that was the time when we have to execute that project. So as the intern, as it was my very first project, I was very excited. And we have decided to distribute, we call it iftar, which is basically water, mineral water and juice during the evening time to break your fast. So everything was ready, everything was prepared, and we have already fundraised for the food, the water, drinking waters, and the donors said that they will send it on time. What actually happened, the day before event, we didn't receive anything. And even on the day of the event, when the volunteer even reached to the volunteer was waiting in the waiting room, we didn't receive anything from the donors. So that was a challenging moment for us, especially for me, as it was my task and my very first project. So I was panicking constantly, and I was like, okay, do I go to the groceries to buy everything? Should I buy everything? Okay, I'm gonna buy everything because I cannot cancel this project right now. But how can I buy everything for, like, we have a target to distribute in 100 people. So I was almost lost. Then I have a team, and there is a team member. First thing, he told me to calm down. And secondly, together when we start working, we reach out to, we see that to whom we can reach out, to the personal links we have who can help us. So we decided to reach out the people who can help us, and together as a team, we reach out to them individually, but at the same time, we were working as a team. And at the end, what we did, we finally raised 100 bottles of water and juice, and we distributed it. And during that period, what I learned that I could not do these works all alone. I need a team. And that particular event taught me that teamwork is a very efficient work, and team can help me to motivate. It's always like I was really getting demotivated, but suddenly with their help, I got motivated. And then team innovate faster. Within 1 hour, we managed everything what we were doing from past 7 days. And I have learned from my teammate that when I have a challenge or crucial moment, it is not time to panic. It is time to be patient and think effectively what I can do. And the most amazing thing about the thing I was mentioned here, teamwork can create healthy competition. Well, we separated our volunteers, and every one of the team members was monitoring every team, the subordinate teams. So we have our competition, like who can distribute more in next 1 hour, because we just have 1 hour before the evening. So this is how team can create healthy competition and help us to trigger creativity. So this is why teamwork is important. Now, we understand that teamwork is important. What is teamwork and team? But now team building. What is team building? Can anyone tell me? I would like to share your understanding about team building. I'll appreciate few responses here.
Maybe enhancing or developing every member's capacity.
Capacity. Every member's capacity. Can you explain me a bit more?
I mean, if each member of the team is benefited in some ways, then that can be said as team building.
Wonderful idea. Well, basically, team building has 5 stages. Yes, definitely you were right, but it has to be going to a process. Like team building process is like forming, storming, norming, and then performing and adjourning. So in the forming process, this is the very first step. Like you want to start your own project. So you have an idea. For example, you want to start your project to help the senior citizen in your area during this lockdown, to help them to buy their groceries because they are more prone to this disease, right? So you have this idea and you wanted to work. You cannot just do it alone. Even if you are skilled enough, you want to do it alone. By the time, if you do it alone, you can reach to 10 people maximum. But if you have a team of 4 or 5 people, you can reach more people. So what you have to first do to build a team, you have to share your plan, your objective, and your purpose and vision to others. And then you will find people who will be interested in same. Like if you share it with your friends, maybe not all of them, but few of them will respond, and they would love to contribute in this project. They would love to join this project. And then like this is the forming session, but you are not sure what you are going to do. So first thing you have to do is, like, after setting up the team, you need a guideline, like how you're going to do it, how you will do it, and who, and also doing the things like who can do what, distribute the works. But before that, what are the conflicts you can have? Do your homeworks. In simple words, just do your homeworks before task assigning, which is performing the things. So you might see the conflicts you can have. So for that, you can also have some coachings. You can come to an agreement. You can decide the roles, who can do what roles, what leadership role they will be performing. So this is how actually it will help you to have a better team and run your project successfully to achieve your goals. And the most important thing, the two most important things which we often missed. First thing is recognition. If your team, one of your team member is doing something great, appreciate them and help them to set an example, help them to inspire others that she or he has done this, which was amazing. And as a team member, you appreciate her or you appreciate him. So this is the first important thing. And second thing is do the resolution. So after homework, this is more like after homework, like what have you done? What are the lackings you had and what you can do next time better? Okay, so this is about team building. Now, what makes your team unique and effective? Because we know what teamwork, and we can even oftenly build our team, a strong team even. But what can makes your team unique and effective? Is every team is effective enough?
It depends
Can
upon the
anyone
chemistry.
answer?
It depends upon the chemistry of the participants of the team.
Yes, definitely. So how you build that chemistry? To build that chemistry and to have this unique team, we have some common features or some common focus points where you can focus, and it will help you to build a unique and effective team. So let's see. First thing is communication. The very important, or I say most important one to make an effective team. So let me share another story. So I have been part of a leadership program, which is known as World Academy for the Future of Women. They work for women's advancement and acceleration. So during that 1 year leadership journey, I have been served as a student director. They have recruited 100 women for the batch, and we have graduated with 47 women. So I had to deal with more than 80 women, and till the end, more than 47 women. So as a leader, my responsibility, and we have one of the most important tasks is next recruitment. So every individual team member or everyone was individually a leader and they have a leadership role. And I was monitoring them and assigning tasks according to the suggestion or the plan provided by the facilitators. We had our creative leader, and I mostly used to tell her that do this, this, and this. Make this poster, post it on that time, do it like this, do it in that way, just giving her instructions. To me, it was instructions because I considered myself as a medium of communication. But to her, I was bossy. And after a week, she wanted to, she didn't, she totally didn't want to continue. She said, I want to give up. I don't want to continue. And I was wondering why. So I started to try to communicate with her. I tried to get to know that what is the problem. And she said, you are bossy. Okay. I found that judgmental and it was offensive for me. So I was like, okay, fine, then don't work. But is it going to helpful? No. This is not how it's not going to work because I need my team member, and she definitely has some qualities and potentialities which may the other team members may not have. So I had to talk to her and let her understand. It was the biggest lesson for me, and that's why I'm sharing this point at the very beginning. We often communicate in our own way to the team members or to the every individuals, but even as an individual, I consider myself a different person. And every individual is a different person. And we should respect them, right? But we say that we will respect them, but we forget when it's time to communicate. So when we talk, we have a conversation that why you felt like that. I started asking questions to her, and she started to open up. And the main reason is that as an individual, she is different, and my way of communication was different for her. As I said, it was instruction for delivering the instructions for me, but it was order for her. So instead of next time telling her that do this, that, make this, post this, I shared the whole plan and start asking her, what do you think about this? We want to post this poster in this way. What's your opinion? What can we do better? She started to open up. She started to share her thoughts, her ideas, and she considered herself one of us. And she started to enjoy her work, and she didn't feel pressurized or she didn't found me bossy. So you see the points I have mentioned here, as you can see, that communication is essential for keeping track of progress and working together efficiently on tasks. And poor communication can lead to crossed wires, which can mean work is left incomplete, incorrect, or conflicts can arise. So the first thing, if you want to have a very effective and unique team, you need to focus on your communication. And when you are communicating, please do remember this and do practice to share each other thoughts, take everyone's opinion and ideas, and then reach out to the conclusion and decision. So the next one is focus on goals and results. May I have a volunteer who can read out the very first point mentioned here?
Members agree on points and set team goals based on outcomes and results rather than just on the amount of work being done.
Thank you so much. So yes, what we understand from this point was reading this. Sorry, you didn't say your name, and I'm sharing my screen, so I cannot just see all of your name. Accept my apology for that. Can you just say your name?
Yes, it's me, Samir. Yes, I will, Samir.
Samiksha, tell me, what do you understand from that paragraph?
Members agree on point. Yes, member agree on points rather than just amount of work being done. What to
Yes.
say? I can't explain.
Yes. So basically, this point, what I want to focus is every goal. Every team has a goal, and if they do not have, they have to set a team goal, right? Like you have a goal. As I was saying, team building, when you are building a team, definitely you have a purpose, you have a reason. And to build a team, you have to ask why you want to build this team, what you want to do, how you want to help, right? So, yeah, sorry, I got distracted. So I was saying that you have to ask questions. So at the same time, when you are building a team, you already set a team goal. And when you have a team goal, like you are assigning the task to the team members. So sometimes you might find someone who is working or doing her responsibilities, or like for example, as a student director, I was helping to doing each other's communication, continuing the loop. If anyone is having any communication problem, I sit with them. I used to sit with them. So that was my job. But those who were creating the posters, I cannot compare my amount of work with her, or she cannot compare her amount of work with mine. So we have to respect each other. I'm gonna focus a bit more and elaborate more in this point later. So I'm jumping to the next one, that a clear plan can then be set about how they're going to achieve these objectives. If you want to achieve your objectives, you have to have a very clear goal, which one should be attainable. The goal should be a very smart one, I must say. So because when you have a smart goal or a very clear objective or a very clear purpose, and you have a time frame for that, a realistic goal, then this provides you with the clear direction, which gives something aim for collectively, to achieve collectively. So the main point of this whole explanation is focus on goals and results. So just thinking about your goal will not help. Also what you will achieve and how you will achieve the results. You have to also focus on that as well to make your team effective. Now, how to set a team goals? Well, to set a team goal, first of all, you have to, as I shared earlier, that you have to share your plan with your team, that what are the things you want to do and why you want to do it, right? So write down all the goals you have, like how, I mean, what you want to achieve. Goals means here, what you want to achieve basically, and focusing on your objective. And when you are telling your team member to write down all the goals, tell them your objective first. For example, during this lockdown, you want to help the the senior citizens. Why? The code word is help. You want to help them because they are more prone to this coronavirus, and you want them to protect, right? So this is the objective. Tell this to your friends, and then all of them will give you different plans, different goals, but the objective will same. And that is why it is saying that make it visible to everyone, and ask a lot of question like what are the goals I need, what the team desire, are my objectives aligned with my goals, am I out of my comfort zone? The most important question, am I out of my comfort zone? Because sometimes it often happens that you have a team, you are the team leader, you have the team to work, and you achieved it, but that's how it should not be, right? You also should work out of your comfort zone. You have to always choose something bigger than you. You have to go beyond your physical and geographical boundaries to achieve something bigger. That is the moment you will have the true feelings of that achievement. You will enjoy that achievements, right? And the one thing I was mentioning earlier, to simply make your goals smarter. And can anyone tell me what is SMART goals? Do anyone can volunteer for that? Anyone have any idea what is SMART goals or this acronym stand for? Please tell your name first and then continue.
Hello everyone, it's me Sajna
Hi.
Stands for specific, measurable, attainable, and relevant, time-based.
Wonderful. You guys already know everything or most of the thing. Okay, let's see. Yes. So Sajna, you were right. The SMART goal stands for specific, measurable. It's sometimes adjustable as well, not always attainable, or sometimes it can be achievable. We also say that. And R stands for realistic and timely. So specific, again, share your objective, be more specific, what you want, why you want, how you want, where you want. And measurable, from where you want to start. Like as a leader, during my leadership journey, I have made a commitment that I will take stand for gender equality and I will help at least 100 women, right? So I will start working from one, and I will at least not stop before I reach out to 100. So next is attainable. Yes, my goal must have to be attainable or achievable. If it is not achievable or attainable, then how can I do it, right? How I will do it, what will be the progresses? I have to measure this. I have to assess my own activities and my own task and team tasks. And the realistic, well, if I just say that I'll build a palace for those 100 women and help them to have a shelter, that's not something realistic, because I can arrange a rehabilitation center for them with the help of lots of people, with the help of a team or organization, but I just cannot build a palace for them. So my goal has to be a realistic and worthwhile, and why I'm doing this, right? And the most important thing, time. For example, you wanted to start your project specifically in this lockdown period. You are forming your team, you are preparing and planning your project, doing everything, uh, assign tasks to the team, giving them objectives, and they start working, planning, social media promoting, and you start fundraising just before the day lockdown has been, I mean, the people has been freed, right? The lockdown is over. So is it going to be helpful? No, because your project was, the main target was like helping those senior citizens reach out them to the groceries and necessary things to their door during the lockdown. If they're free to move around, they will not need that moment. The desire of their needs will decrease, and the appreciation will decrease with that also. So this is why time is the most important thing. Whenever you are planning something, whenever the team is going to work for something, the time is the most important thing. Remember the example I have given you the earlier about my challenge I have faced as an intern? Yes, my time calculation, I also miscalculated the time. I thought that, I assumed that everything will come on time. That was my assumption, and I miscalculated the time. And at the same time, we had that healthy competition to distribute all the goods, because we just left 1 hour. Because if we had to distribute after that, after 6 p.m., there was no point of distributing that. The project will be a loss, or I mean, the project will not worth it, right? So that is why time is important. There is another form of goals or structure we follow. It's more organizational, and it's known as objective key result. So in this process, when you are setting a goal, I mean, when you are following the OKR, which is basically followed by Google and introduced after 1989 or 99, pardon, I accept my apology, I don't remember the dates exactly, but this is the new form, okay? So mostly organizations follow this process and follow this structure to set their goals, because here you will find company objectives, and every team will have company key results and team objectives according to the company objectives. That means one organization can have 100 different departments, 100 different teams for under that departments, right? So all of the team will have their personal objective, they will have their personal key results, their development, but at the same time, all of these objectives will align with company objectives. So this is how the organizational goal will set. This is how you can set the organizational goal when you are serving an organization and your company objectives. So yes, and this goal is more the individual growth of this structure is more individual than team performance. But here is an amazing thing, that for the team performance and to achieve the team objective, again, you need to do a SMART goal. So again, you need to focus on your goal and results. So yes, now again, SWOT analysis to improve team performance. Who know about SWOT analysis? You can already see that what it stands for. So can anyone tell me a bit about SWOT analysis? SWOT? Hello?
Hello, I am
Yes.
Asirvad Gautam, and
Hi, Gautam.
I Asirvad Gautam, yes, and I feel like what we can do with SWOT analysis is that we can know about our strengths and we can capitalize when the right opportunities are found in the society, and be aware of the possible threats that might be possible in the society while performing our tasks and working as a team.
That's amazing. Yes, you have already said and stated the most important things. And can you just read out all of these then?
Sure. Gather your team to perform the SWOT analysis together. Make a list of all your internal strengths. List your team weaknesses. Make a list of your opportunities. List your threats. Assess what threats or risk you are dealing with. With the results of SWOT analysis, create strategies for improvement. Evaluate how you can strengthen weaknesses and eliminate threats. Once you are implementing the strategy, you need to monitor it regularly to ensure your team's making progress.
Thank you so much, Ashirwad. Okay, so yes, so to team is like when you are building a building, I mean a concrete building. So you need to pull the base at first, work on the base at first, because if your base is not strong enough, then your building will fall, right? So SWOT analysis is important to improve your team performance because you will identify the strengths of your team and the weakness of your team. And according to that, on basis of that analysis, you can see the opportunities that what kind of work your team can do, what your team is best at to perform, and what kind of threats you may have. Like when I was working as an intern, I did not have any SWOT analysis. I didn't have done it. And that is why what happened? When it was the real time, it was when we started to work in a field, we see a lot of challenges, like organizing all the people in a row, maintaining them, distributed proper manner. So we face all kind of this situation because we haven't performed any SWOT analysis. I didn't know which of the member can communicate with the people mostly. Who is good with communicate with donors? Who is good with communicate with community people? Who is good with the collection or the field work or the hard works, anything. So you see, when you do check your team strengths and weakness, and sometimes even, I forget to mention that, sometimes even if you know that few of your weakness, and if the other team member have the strength or they're skilled on that particular weakness in other team members, they can work together. They can work together, help together. For example, during our leadership journey, we have few sisters who were unable to speak confidently. Their grade was falling because they cannot present in front of the faculties or the students. It was so challenging for them. They do not have the confidence to speak, but they are amazing and they have some skills. They're good with writings. So what we have done, we have paired up with few of the girls who are good with public speaking. They inspired each other. For 3 months, they have worked together, and in our graduation ceremony, the girls, 2 of them who were unable, who were constantly literally shaking their hands and legs, their whole body in the first class of our leadership coaching. But at the graduation ceremony, they gave long 15-minute speech without any hesitation. They were so confident. They were inspired by each other. They learned from their team. They learned from each other. And they knew that what are their weaknesses and what are their strengths and what are the threats they can face and how can they overcome it. What are the opportunities they might have in future. So this is how SWOT analysis improve team performance and help you to have an effective and unique team. Now, the point I was talking earlier that I'm going to talk about it later, that is like everyone contributes their fair share. If look into this picture. Can anyone see this picture here? May I have some responses? Either I'm gonna pick randomly names from here. Okay, Ramila. Are you there?
Contributes if yes,
Okay. So anyone else want to contribute?
Hello,
Hi, who's speaking?
I'm Saksam Bisalguru.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi. Can you speak a bit louder? I cannot hear you properly.
sure. I'm Saksam
Yeah.
Bisalguru.
Okay. So, can you tell us what you are seeing in this picture? What this picture meant to you?
Seems like not everyone's giving their full, or
Mm-hmm.
not everyone's
Okay.
contributing equally, I guess, to some sort.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else would like to share?
Hello, yes, I'd like to.
Yeah, sure. Please continue.
My name is Yashasvi Adhikari. What this picture states is that the tangled ideas are being untangled by a team.
Exactly. So, give me a second. Yes. So basically this picture is trying to say that maybe all members will not do the same work, but each member of the team contributes their fair share of the workload and fully understands what's their responsibilities and where they fit in with their objective. They feel a sense of belonging to the team, are committed to their work, and really care about the success of a team rather than individual growth. So, you are a team member, you are working in a team, you have recently joined, for example, United Nations volunteer. Okay, so United Nations volunteer have for their every project they have a purpose, and their main purpose is to achieve the UN SDG goals. So you join the team and you just focus on your individual growth. Is it going to be helpful? And is it going to make your team, I mean, your contribution can help your team to achieve the goal? What do you guys think? May I have some responses? Okay, no one? Well, is it not clear or anyone just not interested to respond? Let me repeat it again. If you join a team and you just focus on your individual growth development, is it going to help the team to achieve the goal, the team goal you have?
No.
Anyone?
No.
No.
No. Yes. Yes, that's the answer I was looking for. Because if you focus only on your individual growth development, you will not achieve anything. Let me share another story from my experience. I have participated in a competition. it was a commentator hunt competition. So during that competition selection process, audition round, we have been paired up with I was being paired up with another woman, and our task was playing a role together, describing the things. So what we did, we have 5 minutes to explain our whole scenery. So when we were on stage, I'm good with speaking, and she was a bit nervous, but still she had better idea. So she actually selected the topic. So when we started performing, on stage I dominated her and I speak more than her. I even said her lines because she was delaying. She was taking time. So when I see that she was delaying, I start speaking that own lines. Her questions, what was she supposed to ask me? I was repeating this question and I was telling her, do you want to ask me this? Like this way. Okay, so as a result, after when the judge said about the marks and their observation, like I was so happy with our performance and we were confident 90% that we will achieve or we will win this round. But we failed because I was overconfident and I was just focusing on my individual growth. That didn't help me and that didn't help us actually. None of us couldn't go to the next round. Rather, it created a negative impact. So I took my lesson from that particular incident, I might say. So, and also while I was working on my leadership projects, my internship, and that is the moment when I actually practically understand these things, how and why this affects like this if I only focus on my individual growth. So yes, always remember, never disrespect your team members. We mostly do this hey, I have done this works. You have done only this. You just made a poster, but I have written all the contents, all the copies for that. I'm writing this, I'm posting the caption, I'm reaching out to the people. You just sit and make the poster. For example, it was an example. So never say anything like that to your team members. Rather, appreciate them. If their contribution is 2%, still appreciate that 2% because that 2% is something maybe only she can do. You never know. Or maybe you can, but the 2% she is giving, it's definitely better than yours. So always appreciate your team members. Do not disrespect them and do not just focus on your individual growth. At the same time, also, as a member, you have to be committed. You have to be committed, like as I asked the question earlier, if you are just going to focus on your individual growth or join for your personal purpose, not focusing on the team, not contributing enough for the team, just doing your part, that's not helpful as well. Like for this picture, he has the idea, but he do not know how to organize it. So someone has, this girl, lady has idea to how to organize it. She's sharing it to other team members. And another one who's good with the skill, he and she is organizing it physically, right? So be committed to the team. Value your commitment, value your loyalty towards your team, and do not just focus on the individual growth. And when every team members think like that and contributes their fair share, this is how when your team becomes an effective one. And now another one is they offer each other support, like I already explained. And if you look at this picture, there is one share left here, but these two are doing this, working on this one portion, because as a team member, you have to support your team members. And members are always should be happy to assist each other when they need to help each other. And like I have lots of work, I have my assigned task, and I'm committed to those tasks, but I have fallen sick, or for example, I have my exams, so I cannot complete it. But you have already completed your task, right? So as a team, as a leader, as an individual, you can always come and support me. You can help me. And teams often are more proactive when they're working together. Like as I shared earlier, when a team, I was like my supervisor and my colleagues and the team we have in Amal Foundation, when we used to work together, the productive work, the creative works, it was like, it came out so well. And like, it's always good to work in a team. They help each other, as like this one single word is I'm constantly repeating because this is the most effective one. Helping each other, supporting each other. This is the main core things you have to value as a team member. So yes, this is how like I have some resources, you have your own resources, and together we can build something good. So always offer each other your support. So now there is another important point to make your team more effective. That is like team members are diverse, full of diversity, right? Your team can be full of diversity. So may I have anyone to respond to this point with this picture? What do you understand?
Hello. So I
Yes.
feel like the team can have members from various backgrounds. They have got their own religion, culture, and all of those things. And when we bring the things into consideration while making decisions, and just like we can say, for example, like if we have a Muslim friend and he is there in the month of Ramadan, then he might be busy at home during the time of fasting. There might be some events that are happening, so we can compensate his portion of the work. I can do on his behalf, and when I am busy, he can do on my behalf, and that way I think we can coordinate with one another.
Yes, thank you so much. And if we just look into the gallery view of this Zoom call, if you just see the gallery view, you see lots of people. So there is lots of diversity, right? But together we are in one platform, and our one person, we have our one objective to talk about, to learn about, to know more about team, right? So this is how your team can be diverse. And yes, there can be always a variety of culture. People are from different background, different families, different societies, but together all can, on a board, they can be a creative one and they can achieve something bigger and greater. So the first thing is, have a diverse team is wonderful. And second, you have to reach all of your, respect all of your team member out of every diversity. Moving to the next one is good leadership. Okay, so before I jump to the details, can anyone tell me what you understand about leadership? Who is a leader to you? Anyone?
Who develops us, uh, who guide us, and who teaches us from their experience and helps us to develop ourselves. They are the leaders.
Great.
Can I?
Thank you. Yeah, sure.
Who motivates the team member? I think they are the good leaders. They
Sorry, I couldn't hear you properly. Can you just repeat it again?
Who motivates the
Sativa?
team member?
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing. So, as you already understand, have a basic understanding of leader. So, leadership is nothing much different from that. A leader is someone who will help the team to reach to their goal, to guide them, to assist them, to help them to reach their goal, not only the team goal, but also their individual goals. All of them have individual goal for that particular team objective and goal, achieving that particular team objective and goal, right? So leader is someone. Leader is more like a spider who will connect every member, every team. So the leader will keeps all the members and all the teams together. That is the most thing. And to have a good team, to have an effective and unique team, you need a very good leader. The qualities of good leader is committed. The leader values their team members most. The leader is always there for them. The leaders who listen them, not just tell them. A leader who listen them, who appreciate the team members, who encourage them, who do not discourage them or order them. That is a good leader. So a good leadership can build a strong team. Because when they have a strong leader, they build a strong team and they trust each other. Like, I wish I could have this physically or in face to face, then I might play a team trust building game, which we usually play in theater. Maybe if any of you are interested or participated any theater activities, you might know this game. The game is more like the leader will stand in the middle and the team member will circle, and they will stand in a circle and they will just close their eyes, and the leader will also close their eyes and they will fall. And the responsibility of the member is to catch them and hold them. Let them do not fall. And then the leader will change her or his position with another team member and they will continue this procedure. This is known as a trust building game. And this game actually help you to build trust with each other, get to know each other, that I'm depending on you. I'm blindly trusting on you. So you have to blindly trust on me. You have to open up to me. You have to reach out to me. You have to be committed as well. I give my trust, so you give my trust in return. You give your trust to me, right? Something like that. So also a good leader is someone who can motivate you. Like, for example, I was so devastated and demotivated when I get to know that we do not receive our donation on time. We do not receive our goods to deliver on time. I was demotivated. But what my team members and leaders do, what my supervisor did, she helped me to regain my strength, pull myself back. My team member helped me. They motivated me. They encouraged me that do not worry, you can do it. Just go for it. There is lots of time in conflict moment in our workplace when we want to give up, or in our life even we want to give up. But when you have a good team and you have a personal relationship or good relationship with your team, even though you are struggling in your personal life, they can help out you even that time. They can reach out to you. A good leader reach out to you. Definitely, if you are sick or if you are not responding or if you want to quit, if you want to give up or something is wrong with you, the leader will reach out to you and ask you what happened to you. I'm here for you. I'm going to listen to you. Trust me, you are going to get over this. Do not give up. Give your best. The result will come automatically at best. So this is how good leadership can help to build a unique and effective team. Moving to the next one, which is team need to be self-organized. Yes. So being committed, value the team mottos is not going to help if you do not have a self-organized team. A leader cannot organize everything. As a team member, you have to also organize your own tasks sometimes. The team need to be very self-organized because it is essential to smoothly running the projects. Also, the team, if you are not organized, your team is not organized and the team members are not self-organized, then it will be very chaotic. You will have communication gap, you will have miscommunication, misunderstanding, and like not everyone will share their fair portions or fair works. So to manage that team, and as a team member, also it is your responsibility to make this team a self-organized one. And to that, it is need to be updated. You can hold regular meetings and maintain task board. That can actually help you, everyone, not only you, I mean everyone of the team, to be on the same page. Because it is important to live in the same page. As we have shared in the very beginning, team means living in the same page. If you, like, I'm living in page number 20 and you are living in page number 60. That doesn't make any sense, right? We are not going to achieve our goal. Maybe you will achieve this goal, but we will not never achieve goal. I will achieve goal, but we is the important word for team, and we will never achieve that goal. So we have to live in the same page. And to live in the same page, if we have this kind of board or the self-organized, charts and anything you can maintain, that would be better. So ultimately, the thing I'm trying to say is the team need to be self-organized. Now, another important point which people may often do not consider as an important one, that is works need to be fun. Work needs to be fun, but why? You can just, like if you're working at some organizations, you are going to there for your works. You have a particular job designation, you have particular task, you have your role, you just do your job. Why do you need to have fun in workplace, right? But there is a difference between having fun in workplace and there is a difference between works need to be fun. Why your works need to be fun? Can anyone tell me? May I have few volunteer answers?
We can fully engage in our work when work is full of fun.
Who's speaking?
It's me, Kavita.
Kavita, thank you so much for sharing. Can you just repeat it again? Sorry, I missed it.
We can engage ourselves more in our work if it is funful.
Yes, absolutely. Anyone else? Any other point?
We can give our 100% if works are fun.
Okay, thank you, Prativa. Anyone else who haven't spoken yet?
Hello,
Come on,
Purnima
please speak
Jyoti.
up. Hi, Purnima.
If the work is fun and it will be more interesting and individual will be working being more conscious about it.
Thank you so much for sharing. Yes, it is. You were right, definitely. Sureksha. Sureksha raised hand. Sureksha, you can speak up. Shrestha.
Yeah, if
Okay, Sureksha, yeah.
Hello. Can I?
Yeah, sure, continue.
Yeah,
Just speak a bit louder.
Yeah, if there is fun in any work, then we doesn't feel like we are working, and then we can start enjoying the work like that. We cannot be bored, and we will not feel the tired. Hello. Still,
Yeah.
even with the
the chat box, right? Few of them have already
I
used
have
the
written,
chat box. Thank you for sharing, by the way. Yeah. Who's speaking? Sandeep?
Sandeep Sharma here, ma'am. I have written in chat box, and
Yeah.
ultimately what I feel is if there will be no work, it will ultimately grow monotonous and we will lose interest in the work. So I think there should be a little bit of fun that will keep us
Exactly.
engaged.
Yes, I was looking for the word monotonous. Yes, if the work is not adventurous, if the work is not challenging, and if the work is monotonous, you will never enjoy it and you will lose your interest for that particular project. You see, sometimes, excuse me. So few projects, for example, like United Nations projects, many of the projects are like few of them are like 10 years long, but mostly are 2 to 5 years, right? Because why? Because if you were constantly working on the same project and the employee they recruit mostly, their project terms their project terms completes within 2 years. After that, they either renew or they change. It is also a reason because if they're constantly working in one project, they have nothing much more to explore maybe, or their work will become monotonous and they will not enjoy. Well, Jinsi Shrestha was raising hand from along. Yeah, please, you can continue and you can share what you have in your mind.
Oh, hi. Hi, Jinsi. Actually, sometimes work can be hectic, so we need to break from every type of stress. So, work needs to be fun.
Thank you for sharing, and I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name.
Oh, no worries. It's Jinsi. Yeah, and say why.
Okay. So, yes. So, ultimately, we have thank you so much for all of your response. I'm sorry that I could not read loudly all of your responses. We have a time limitations. And yes, those who participated, I appreciate their response because this workshop is also part of your team building activity. This workshop is also like here we are a team and we are learning together. I'm also learning from you. The perceptions or the words you are sharing, I'm also learning from you. So this is a great opportunity for me as well, and we are working as a team here. And this is why I have put few funny stickers or funny pictures in this presentation, because if I constantly continue to speak or all the pictures are like similar, it will be monotonous and you will have no fun. If our workshop is no fun, then you will not enjoy, right? You will leave it. You will not listen it. You will may just turn it on and do your one works. So yes, work needs to be fun and it should not all about work. Sometimes it should be also about you. Remember the thing we have said earlier, that creating a bonding or developing a relationship with your team members, a good friendship even, it is because when you guys are working together and supporting each other, you need to know each other. You need to have fun together. You have to have some good memories to share, and you know each other's strengths and weakness. And psychologically, if you were working together as a human being, you will automatically have some emotional attachment to each other. Like if someone is sick, you are going to do her works. And if by the time if you have exams and she is there in your team, she will do your work. So this is how we help each other, right? And that is why we need to enjoy each other's company. In a toxic environment, the productivity of work, the productivity of team, the productivity of contribution decrease. So we all should build a positive relation with our teammates and colleagues, and we may often have some fun or relax or change the environment to reduce the conflicts and to enjoy our works. Because as Sandeep said, other work will be monotonous and no one loves monotonous works, right? So, okay. We're almost at the end of our session. So at the end, before coming to this one, okay, it was, okay, give me a few seconds. Something was wrong and my screen sharing just stopped. Yes, so where we were here, right? So these are the 9 effective points I wanted to talk about, and these 9 things will help you, excluding that 3 points of goals, making the SMART goals, OKR process or objective key results goal, and how to set a SMART goal. Except those three are also part of that one particular point, have a focus goal. So focusing on these 9 points or these 9 things will, if you bring in your attention when we were working as a team, this will help us to build a unique and effective team. And we have talked a lot about team and we have used the word groups many times, but I want all of you to know that not all groups are teams. And why? Because working groups are strong and clearly focused leader, but team shared everything. As I explained how team can be together. And groups are individual accountability. Their accountability has to themselves more, but team has accountability to themselves as well as to their team members. So may I have 2 of you who can read this? I mean, one will read the group section and another will read the team section. May I have 2 volunteers, please?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, Kavita, and who else?
Samiksha.
Samiksha, okay. Is it Kavita or Purnima? Okay, Kavita raised her hand. Okay, Purnima. Okay, you can continue. Kavita, we will talk next time. So Purnima and Samiksha. Okay, Purnima, you start reading from the group's purpose is the same from the 3rd point. And Samiksha, you start reading from that 3rd point of team, like specific one.
Okay.
From 3rd point, ma'am?
Yes.
Or
The group's
starting?
purpose.
From starting or 3rd point?
3rd point.
The group's purpose is the same as the broader organizational mission. Individual work products run.
No, not like that. Not like that. We are working a teamwork here, okay? So once you are saying reading this, after that, Samiksha will read the 3rd point from team, like specific team purpose that the team itself delivers. Samiksha will read that, okay? So let's start again. Keep that point, start from 4. Individual work products. Let's start from here, okay?
May I?
Yes, ma'am. Individual work product.
Yes, collective work products. Okay, you go on.
Then?
Runs efficient meetings.
Encourages open-ended discussion and active problem-solving meetings.
measures its effectiveness indirectly by its influence on others, example, financial performance of the business.
Measures performance directly by accessing collective work products.
Discusses, decided, and delegates.
Samiksha,
Okay.
you are on mute.
Yes. Where is the light? I can't see all. Discuss, decide, and does real. The last part isn't visible here. Huh?
Okay, so it's discuss, decides, and does real work together. Thank you so much for your voluntarily reading this. It was also part or practice of teamwork, how a team can depend each other, and the team communication. When you were reading this point, so after hearing that, you were saying or reading the another part. So though you guys do not know each other, though you guys, I'm not sure actually you guys do know each other or not. I'm assuming for a moment that you guys do not know each other, but still, you know what is your task and you know what you have to do, and automatically you have an indirect communication here. You see? So this is how team works. And do anyone have any, and definitely we have the main purpose is like knowing the difference between group and team. So as you can see that there is slightly a difference between group and team. So is there any question on group and team? No questions? Well, so is there any question in the whole session, or you want to ask anything else? You can ask anything about me, anything about my work experiences, or anything about this team or the terms or the effective rules I have shared, anything you can ask. Or you can also share your own experience, like you have find similar, which you find similar after get to know these things, and you have also faced this kind of situation. You can also share that. I invite all of you to respond. You can, few of them, you can use chat box if you are not comfortable to speak, or few of you can also speak. And mute yourself and start speaking. Okay, no one is interested to ask any question.
I think it's in chat box, man. In chat box, someone has written something.
Oh, sorry. It's just didn't pop up. Yeah, I can see that. So, okay. What to do when you feel like you are not growing as much as other person in the team? Well, when you feel like that, first focus on yourself, that why you are feeling like that, and what and how you are contributing. If your contribution making any changes or making any efforts, if your efforts are helping your team, that means you are also growing. Maybe not as much as the other member, but you are also growing. As an individual person, as an individual human being, you are different. So your development and your growth will not be same as the other team member. Some of them may be fast or some of them may be slow, but if you compare yourself like this, you will feel more inferior. Do not feel inferior. Rather, You can also see here there is an opportunity that you can talk to that team member, share that how he or she is growing. So how he or she is growing, right? And as a team member, I said, if you guys support each other, he or she can also help you to grow. And she can tell you what inspired her. He can tell you what motivated him. So if that motivation works for you, if that encouragement works for you, if that also inspired you, you will grow as well. So see your contribution and see your development. Maybe it is not 80% like other person, but if it is also 2%, then appreciate it. Then appreciate it. Do not feel inferior, because every team member is equal. Because 2% is also important. That is what I want to say. Okay, so what do you, when someone's in the team that's not giving you enough credit, then that team might not have a good leader. And I invite you to introduce your team members with this. I mean, what have you get to know today? So the team who is not giving enough credit, let them help to understand that not giving credit is not helpful. Rather, giving credit and appreciation can help help the team members, and it can develop their growth of development. The team development can grow more faster. Encouragement can help them to grow faster. So help them to understand that giving credit is important. You take initiative as a team member. Okay, I have a question. How can we encourage the other member in the group as a leader if they are not willing to be in a group and do not respond to any ideas? You ask them. You ask them, constantly ask them why they are here. What is their purpose? What is their passion? What is their vision? For example, I have joined Teach for Bangladesh Fellowship for cohort 2021, but it will start from December. But they are constantly asking us, and during the, throughout their mentorship program, that why we join this program, why we want to work in this team, why we want this fellowship program. So actually how our passion match with their vision. So the member who is not responding, ask them or ask her or him why she is here, what is her or his vision, and how can she contribute. Okay. Okay, this is the last questions I'm going to take. So as we are running out of our time, sing from the sides.
I have a question actually. Hello.
Okay, sure, please.
Hello.
Continue.
Sandeep here, ma'am. Ma'am, actually my question was a bit related to work only, as I'm working in a sector where sometimes you have to lead few people who are like more experienced than you, or who are like elder than you. Like there comes a time when you get when someone gets promotion, and the one who was senior than them didn't get the promotion, or the one who is in, like, it become a little bit difficult to tackle them. So how do you see that? How can we deal with such kind of persons? Like, how can we motivate them to work properly? Because every time you go to them, they'll be like, yeah, I know better than you. You don't need to teach me how to do that work. And that happens quite a lot. So
okay. Yeah, I understand. I have seen this. I have also faced this kind of situation. Most in the organization, these things happens. So this actually falls under the point diversity, the team diversity, right? So you will have a lot of people, age people from different culture, from different perspective. They have their own beliefs. And if you want to do something, they will be like, I know better than you. So you rather invite them. If you know better than me, then let's work together, because I also have some knowledge about this, and I have an idea for this. So why don't Together, we combine our idea and do something better. I mean, go for the third option. Like he's offering this idea and you believe, or maybe your idea is better than him, but not to offend him, and as a team member or as a team, as you have to work together. So you collect their opinions and together you set a goal. You invite them to participate, to help you. For example, one of my, okay.
Rather
Please continue.
option A or B, we should opt for option C, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Create an option C with option A and B. That's the safest one.
Thank you, thank you, thank
you. You're most welcome. Am I allowed to take one last question? I guess we have 1 more minute. Purajana, may I?
Sure, ma'am.
Okay. So the question was, saying from the side of today's youth, we go through tons of trust issues and frustrations. I agree. Which sometimes leads to a question where we feel like, should we trust each other through we work for the same motto? That is why you have to ask question. Do you share the same vision? Do you share the same purpose? Do you really want to work together? What is your objective? Are you working for your individual objective, or you are going to be committed to the team objective? Before starting, asking these questions are important, and also doing that SWOT analysis and setting the SMART goal that is why it is important. Maybe you will find people who will say that I will, but later they will not show up. That is why when I started, I shared that we started our journey with more than 80 women, and we ended up, we graduated only 47 women, in between only 20 leaders who received their global passport to the leadership. So you see, you have to ask their question not to feel them or make them inferior or to feel them hesitate or confused them, to help them to understand your purpose, your team goal, and your team objectives. Thank you so much for all of your questions. If you have anything more to ask, or you think you need to talk to me or reach out to me, here's my contact details. You can always reach out to me through my email, my Facebook, and my LinkedIn profile. Purajana, the floor is all yours again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your valuable words and time. Well, let me summarize Miss Urmi ma'am words as she said: communication, delegation, efficiency, leadership, ideas, supports play a vital role for a successful teamwork. With her knowledge and experience, I think all of us are enlightened and learned many things from her about working with team. Okay, for short speech, I'd like to call our Honorable President Leo SSP Adhikari.
Thank you, Punarjana. Thank you, Punarjana Adhikari. My name is Leo Yashasvi Adhikari. I deliberately spelled our last names just to show that we both are Adhikari, but we are not related by anything except the team. Thank you again, Nahida, Shabnam, Urmi ma'am. This program was super effective, I guess, because I learned so many things that I thought I was doing right? So I learned so many things that were like a bit wrong, not exactly wrong, but I was missing out on some things. So I hope this session was effective for everyone as well, because from the beginning there were a lot of participants, and we were getting requests that why is this full, why is this event full right now, right? And apologies for them, and thank you to all the participants who are joining us on Facebook as well. So this session was very effective, and I wanted to share what made my team effective as well. So what made my team effective in Leo Chabahil was appreciate and apologize, like saying thank you and sorry, and asking for help, like can I help you or do you need help. These two things, like they will affect very much in your team building and team working goals. Yeah, that is all for today. Thank you, Punarjana. Back to you again.
We are grateful for your words. Thank you. So, to all of you, I hope this session was fruitful and very productive. Hope it will definitely help you in your life as well. Now, for giving vote of thanks, I'd like to request to you my co-coordinator, Pragya Pandit.
Thank you, Punarjana, for giving me this platform to deliver my vote of thanks. A very good afternoon to you all. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for this session to all the dignitaries assembled here. My special gratitude towards our speaker Nahida, Shabnam, Urmi ma'am, who honored this session with her knowledge and experience. I extend my heartfelt thanks to all the participants without whom this session would never be this successful. I would also express my thankful note to all who have helped to make this session a grand success. Last but not the least, I am very happy to extend my sincere thanks to the Leo Club of Kathmandu Chabahil who organized this session and expanded the limits of our knowledge on on what it is to work in teams. Thank you.
Thank you, Pragya, for those thankful words. I found this session really helpful and informative. A very special thank to great speaker, Miss Urmi ma'am, for your great time. Hope to do more session with you in future. Lastly, I request everyone, please fill up the feedback form which was sent in your mail. Also, I would like to request all the participants present here today to join tomorrow's session community development as well at the same time. Now, I would like to end this session. Thank you so much, all of you, for being so attentive. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful time. Thank you.